Hi guys, I am Biswajit. I have 14 years of IT services and product development experience. I started my career as a Java developer and moved through various positions. I have been working in various roles like Scrum Master, Project Manager, and Program Manager. I understand the transition between a team lead to Scrum Master, a project manager's transition to program manager. I would be talking about Agile, Scrum, Safe Agile implementation, test management, project management, and program management in my videos.
Hi guys, how are you doing today? Today we are going to talk about one more very important question that is being asked in the interviews. And this question being asked for different reasons. I will explain you why it is being asked. So the question that we are going to discuss today is what is the day-to-day activities of a Scrum Master, or what you are doing now uh, per day. Per day, what kind of activities you are performing as a Scrum Master? This is a very important interview question to understand whether you are in line with the Scrum process and you are on top of things or not. So this this is very important for the interviewer to understand what is your effectiveness as a current Scrum Master and how you are performing in the Scrum Master role. And it is also very important to understand each and every situation that you faced before answering this question. So this is you need to understand that each answer or each thing that you tell might go against and or positive, both ways. So I will give you some tips how to answer this question. So I start my morning as a Scrum Master very early so that I can get on top of things. First, I take up my mails. I segregate them depending on the reply I can provide. Like immediately, I can reply some mails. Some mails I need information from the development team or some other team to reply, and there might be some solution needs to be formed or drafted before replying. That might take 1 or 2 days. Then I will reply them saying that okay, I will reply to you after 2 days. So this kind of answers you should have ready with your mail, because mail communication is one of the biggest communication channels when you are a Scrum Master. So make sure that you go through the mails if there is any change of plans from the product owner or anything that is important. So those things might be taking priority throughout the day. So you need to understand the priorities by going through your mail. So that is one thing. Then you go ahead with the day and facilitate all the meetings that is planned for that particular day. Facilitating daily Scrum meetings or any other meeting, like whether Scrum planning is there, backlog grooming is there, or any kind of regular Scrum meetings like your mm, review planning, Scrum review, or Scrum demo, whatever the planning for that meeting is there for that day, you please go ahead with that. Throughout the day, when we are done with our daily Scrum meetings, there will be some pending backlog dependencies or blockers we would have come up. So take up those challenges of facilitating them for the discussions on pending backlog refinement, dependencies clarification, and blockers solutioning. So give the day on all those stuffs. One more thing I just wanted to add, that keep a team member, at least one of the team member in a week or 2 weeks, you should talk with to understand how this Scrum is affecting them, how they are going, they are able to contribute or not. If they are having any issues, understand that, so that it will be rectifying your actions according to the current team situation. Okay, so this you can do it in when you are doing the sprint um, uh, end, but make sure that you do it to understand where this challenge is being faced by your development team members. This is a very good idea. I really worked on this, and I really found uh, some of the issues which I can really solve them, help them in longer period. I will give examples. When I was in one of the cloud migration, I was going through many things. Then one of the Unix developers I talked with, who was setting up all the AWS components, and when I talked with him, then I understood that the problem is AWS and Unix, the port openings that they need to create, it is very challenging. So he needs to understand, then create it, and then set it up. It might be very easy right now, but you can think of 4 5 years back, it was almost most of the people didn't know about it. Nowadays lot of people know about it, so it is not a problem right now. But at that particular point of time, I understood that problem and tried to help him to sort the issue out. So just giving one example, so you go ahead and do that, and that will be much more helpful when you have a one to one. They don't have any fear of spillage and everything. They know that you will be supportive enough to understand their problem. So do a one to one talking, at least 1 week or 2 weeks, one of the team members you pick up and talk. Then coming to the evening phase, you go ahead and open questions that is pending, clarifications that is pending, risk and issue tracker updation, all this stuff you do in the evening. I will suggest, it depends on your timelines also. If you have a US client, you can do it in the evening. If you have a UK client, you can do it in the early morning, so that you can talk with them earlier. And if there is a Singapore client, then you can do it in the night and talk with them in the morning. Depending on your timelines, you do it. But open questions, clarification, and risk and issue tracker to be updated, all this stuff needs to be done every day, because there is a single change at least you will identify. If you are not identifying, then you need to look at your team. I'm telling, this is a vicious cycle. If you don't do it regularly, then you will fall into a trap of not updating everything. Okay, so please do that. And then one more thing I missed out here might be, you need to check your Scrum updates, the task updates, whether task has been created properly or not. Every day go and take a look at it. As a Scrum Master, it is really important, because later on you will understand the validation process, and you just can remind in the, if you are doing in the evening, then you just can remind the people in the morning time itself. So it's a very good idea to go and look into Jira tasks particularly. Then one more thing is, when I am facing any issue, where I will go as a Scrum Master, I need to talk with my Agile coach, I need to talk with my higher management, and I need to talk with other Scrum Masters. So Scrum of Scrum, when you have a bigger team, you can have the Scrum of Scrum. But let's say you have a smaller team, and you have a smaller team, I mean your total account might be 10 people, 20 people. At that particular time, you should combine yourself with the account itself, or the client itself, or any chapter itself, so that you can understand where I can pinpoint the problem. So Scrum Master can help Scrum Master, other Scrum Master in your company. That is a very good idea. So have that community or the practices. Nowadays in every company, they have their own chapters, they have their own community, and they have their own departments. So talk with them. Scrum Masters, Agile coach, they have faced this kind of issue what you are currently facing, and then might give some solutions. So this might be a 6 step or 7 step, morning to till evening your work, but basically what we call it as facilitating, providing the help, talking with people. So everything is almost covered in this particular section. So hopefully this will help you. Thank you for the